going on YouTube? Back again. Now my friend has no mask on. We're gonna do 3 entries in the turtle. So you pass the guard, the guy turns over, fights the turtle, and he wants to hang out there. So we're just gonna attack 3 ways in which you can get full back control, full back mount, both hooks in. If you're thinking about competition and ways to, you know, jump into the full back mount, these are gonna be 3 ways that you can do it. All right. Number 1, and I hope you get this theme out of all my videos, is the control aspect of the positions first. You have to have the position before you have the submission or the thing that you're actually trying to do. All right. When I get the turtle, I'll hold it several ways. We can do that in a later video. But what I like to do when I get the turtle is I like to mirror his position right here with his legs, right, his hips. I want my legs and hips to be right in line with his. All right, that's the way that I like to hold it, and it's going to be the way that I transition into all of the ways that I enter into full back mount. So you can hold like this, where you're holding the insides of his thighs. All right, you can hold with one bicep, and the other one you're holding with his thigh. You can hold the collar right here. All right, however you want to do it, just make sure that your position right here is the same. Okay, that's in the way that it's in line with his legs. All right, the other thing that I'm doing and I'm really cognizant of is my lat, right, the side of my body being in line with where his belt is. So when I put pressure right here, when I put my lat right here, it puts pressure right here. So his ability to do a forward roll is going to be very, very limited, or it's going to be very, very difficult. So if I hold him down right here and he tries to do that forward roll, it's going to be very, very difficult, right? If I have no pressure here and he wants to do a forward roll, he's out of there, right? So that's probably the most important. That's probably like a big tip. I'm probably going to taught a video just on that, but put a bunch of pressure this way so he can't do a forward roll, all right? So entry number 1. All right, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to do what I like to call the knee crash. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have my head super duper close here. All right, I'm gonna grab his bicep, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transition quick into a seatbelt. All right, so that's me putting my hands together underneath his body the way that you like. I like to put my hands underneath his body in the way where I'm gonna finish the choke once I get my full back on him. So that's gonna be right here like this. All right, we can go over why I like to have my hands placed in a specific way at a later date. All right, so I grab my seat, I grab my position. All right, my head's really, really tight, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clasp my seatbelt, and now my left knee is gonna come right into this hole right here. All right, it doesn't seem like a big hole, but I just want to put it right there. All right, so I crash in and I capture him like this. All right, now from right here, head super duper tight. All right, I start to figure out what I have easy access to first. Do I have easy access to put my hook in right here? Then I do that. If I have easy access to start to get my hand fighting working, then I do that, right? And then I start to figure out my feet. But either way, you're trying to put those things together. Maybe you can do them all at the same time. You can grab your top hook, pull them, now you get your bottom hook in. All right, I'm gonna show you guys on the other side. So let's see. I'm gonna try to show you from this angle, all right? So let me put your elbows in. Yep. So again, look at my position. All right. You can do double inside leg grab. You can grab the bicep. All right. Now from right here, my right knee is gonna come in and hit this hole. All right. So and I transition right into my seatbelt. So I grab my seatbelt and I shoot in like that. Right. Now from right here again, I want to figure out what I'm gonna do with my feet and my hand fighting next. All right. Super duper important. You're either hand fighting or you're leg fighting. All right. So he has his legs up and he's making it super duper difficult. I gotta remain super duper tight on his back here and figure out my hand fighting scenarios, okay? So I like to grab a Kimura grip. That's just what I like to do. Then the other thing that you can do if you start using your arm to make space and grab your foot and place it in right there, all right? So you can do stuff like that. You can grab your foot, place it into a half back mount. Now I'm gonna extend, and I'm gonna bring my other foot in at the bottom, collecting my 4 points if it's you know, competition, or however you like to attack. But I like to have my full back mount with both hooks in, so that I can transition into my preferred way of like holding back mount. I actually don't prefer to have, you know, both hooks in, both feet in for back mount. You know, we can go over that later. That could actually be another YouTube video, another video. So that's the knee crash. So the next one that I want to show from the same, you can face that one. The other way that I like to enter into turtle, all right, same kind of position. I'm holding the same exact way, all right. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna grab the collar on this side, all right. So if he raises up a little bit, you'll see that I have his collar right here, all right. So what I like to do is I like to grab a little bit lower, all right. Now when I grab a little bit lower on the collar, I'm gonna grab the back of his collar. Now from right here, I'm gonna stand up here and lift up that collar. And now I'm gonna throw my hook in, boom. And now I'm gonna fall to a similar position where I did before, but now I have the bottom hook in as opposed to the top hook. So now from right here, I can extend, place my hook in. All right, that's entry number 2. We'll go over that again. That's actually one of my favorite ones because it's like a meathead's back take. Actually, you can call it that, meathead back take. When I was doing this, I was doing that all through. I feel like I started doing that purple belt level. I started to really develop like just standing up and slamming my foot in, especially like the gym that I trained at. Guys would, after I passed that guard, guys were really good at like being right here and, you know, trying to get to right here and then replacing that guard with the turtle, and I didn't like that. So I really spent like a long time really trying to develop ways to get into turtle. So as any black belt should, you know, on your way to black belt, you should be running into a lot of problems and then adjusting from there. So again, you can do double thigh grabs. Make sure you're kind of hanging back here. You can grab his biceps to keep him from moving forward or rolling with ease. All right, so with this position, we're gonna grab the collar, and then I'm gonna grab the back of his collar. Now I'm gonna stand up. It's gonna be real quick. I'm gonna stand up. Right, and now from right here, I want to fall to the side where my weight is going and capture my seatbelt. Boom. All right. Now again, same thing. These are the things that you're gonna be figuring out as you go. What is? Oh, I just thought that was a. That was grabbing my foot. So you're gonna figure out, am I foot fighting because he's like doing a good job of like really trying to escape his hips? Or am I hand fighting and I'm really trying to pressure his face so he's not thinking about, you know, his legs, right? So if I'm attacking his face, he's not thinking, oh, I gotta defend my legs. I gotta like get this guy off of my face. So that's like another video right there. So if I'm like attacking and I'm trying to do all this and that, he's not really thinking about escaping. The only time he's thinking about escaping is when he's not being attacked. So if I'm attacking him, he's got a lot of concerns, all right? So I'm hand fighting, I'm trying to do this, and now I throw my top hook in. That's gonna be the easiest time for you to get your top hook in. All right? Into our third back mount entry. All right? So this one's gonna be a little bit more flashy. Not really, but you could really think of it as being flashy, but instead of like using our lower limbs to enter into the turtle, I'm gonna use a forward roll to enter into the turtle. So for a recap, we did a knee crash, and then I stomped my foot in on the other side. So we did a same side entry, then we did an opposite side entry. All right. For this one, we're gonna use a roll through to take the back now. All right. So this one's gonna rely on having a good seatbelt, staying really nice and tight, and having my face really close to his face. All right, as close as possible, because the closer you are, the higher success rate you're gonna have. All right, so the same principles are the same principles matter here. Look at my position and look at where my lat is and relative to his blue belt. All right, so I'm back here. All right, now what I'm gonna do when I go to transition into this back take, I'm gonna go into a deep seat belt. Like I'm gonna be, before I was kind of like, it wasn't a sellout for the seat belt. For this one, I'm gonna sell out super hard with the seat belt. All right, so I'm back here, I'm hanging out. My head is relatively close, right? When I'm about to do the position. So I'm back here, and I'm gonna launch into a forward shoulder roll. Boom, right there. All right, now from right here, we have the same situation we had in the first technique, all right? So I'm hand fighting. Hopefully I'm attacking his face, right? And I'm trying to figure out how to get this top hook in, all right? So you can put it in if it's nice and easy. If he has his knees super duper high, I like to grab my foot and put it right into his pocket. Shove my leg down, stretch him out all nice, get my bottom hook in. All right, let's one. So I grab my foot, put it inside here, or I can bring him over to the other side, exposing and bring your leg up. And then I can do the same thing. I'm gonna grab my foot, stuff it in right there. Now I'm in my back mount, all right? So let's do that one more time. Yeah, I'll be on this side. So again, back turtle, sell out for the seatbelt. Boom, right there. Hand fight, or I'm gonna foot fight. Put my foot in, stretch, put the hook in, right? If I can get the top hook in, that's great. All right. Boom. Or I can stretch and bring them to the other side. Completing my back take there. All right. So those are 3 ways to enter. Man, if you only had 1 and now you have 3 ideas to get into back mount, that's freaking huge. All right. And what we could do next time is I could do a like dynamic, you know, the guy's moving and like your response to his response, reaction kind of stuff. We could do that next time, all right? But those are 3 ways that you can start developing right now. You can add either one of those to your game and it'll instantly improve your back take. And it's super frustrating when you're passing the guy's guard. You didn't get the complete pass, but you got the turtle, and now that guy's like freaking out. He's getting up, he's rolling, and you miss an entire. You have to start all over again. All right, so it's really important that we nail down, you know, our turtle entries after we've gotten a good pass. All right, so 3 turtle to back mount entries. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below, and I'll answer any questions. Please like the video; it helps me out, and